Coming up next on Clark County Chronicles, the 58 1 October victims were honored at the annual Sunrise Ceremony. A new affordable housing community will be a life changer for members of the blind and visually impaired community. And the Trop was dropped in a spectacular overnight controlled implosion. Those stories and more coming up next on Clark County Chronicles. Hello, I'm Randy Swallow. Welcome to Clark County Chronicles. Every October 1st, the Clark County Government Center Amphitheater is the site where first responders, grieving family members, and survivors solemnly gather to remember the 58 lives lost.
On 1 October, my wife Kelly and I had just returned from taking our kids to a show not far from the festival grounds. As soon as we had gotten home, our phone started ringing. I rushed to the command posts, and my wife, who worked for LVMPD at the time, went straight to the headquarters. Along with thousands of first responders in our city, we embarked upon a night we will never forget. A night that forever changed us all as human beings and first responders. To say that many of us are still haunted today by what took place would be accurate. While I cannot speak on behalf of the victims' families or the survivors, I can tell you why so many first responders are haunted by 1 October. It's because we could not help everyone that night. 58 people died. So many people were injured physically and emotionally. That's extremely painful for us to live with. Our job is to save lives. And I know for me personally, I'll always be haunted by the lives we could not save. But out of darkness comes great hope, great change, and I pray, eventually great peace.
It's been a long 7 years. We've been through lots of stages of grief, but I can tell you today we're ready to maybe not put it behind us, but to move forward and focus on how we're going to make sure that this memory never leaves us, that this community respects what happened, and that we honor everyone who's impacted. You can't overemphasize what this meant to Las Vegas, to Clark County, to the people, the families, to the first responders, and to all of us who participated in this horrendous event and now are trying to move forward.
My sister had everything going for her. She graduated from University of Arizona, worked with LA Kings, and just got a job with AEG, and was a light in our family and her friends. She lit up the room with her selfless heart and her beautiful smile. She cared more about a stranger's feelings than she did for herself. She was my best friend, and she has two beautiful nieces that unfortunately never get to hold her or hug her and love her, but she's our angel watching over them. We've no less days to sing God's praise. October 1st is now a day we come together with grief, loss, brokenness, and begin to heal like it happened all over again. Grief is all the love that we cannot give. It's heavy. It gathers in the corner of our eyes, lump in our throats, and a feeling of hopelessness in our chest. It's love with nowhere to go. God received 58 angels 7 years ago. All of us have one thing in common. Every morning we get up and we put 2 feet on the ground and we keep going. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Amazing grace, how sweet
the sound.
The concert grounds will soon become a hallowed home for healing. This is a site where the permanent Forever One Memorial will be constructed.
We're excited to be standing before you here today to publicly announce the 3-year campaign to complete the Forever One Memorial by the 10-year anniversary of October 1.
The Vegas Strong Fund held a public event announcing a campaign launch to raise money for construction of the Forever One Memorial in remembrance of the 1 October tragedy. This newly initiated fundraising campaign is the latest step in the community's efforts to honor the 58 shooting victims, 850 injured, family members, and first responders from that fateful day.
As someone who was there that evening, I can assure you, memorials matter. They mark the historical permanency. They ensure the lives lost are honored and never forgotten, and they lift up the unique stories and experiences of survivors, first responders, and the community at large. Memorials are vital to the lifelong process of healing and grieving. We cannot change what has happened, but we can ensure it is never forgotten. And that is what this memorial represents.
To kickstart the drive, Clark County has contributed $1 million towards construction. MGM Grand donated the 2-acre parcel where the permanent space for people will be built.
For me, it is a great pleasure to see a concept turn into a project, and I really want to stress to everybody should have a piece of this. We owe this to our community because we showed that our community could come together in a very quick moment and put things together, but we need to show the rest of the country that we promised, and we're going to deliver on our promise.
JCJ Architecture and Burke Construction Group are teaming up to build the Forever One Memorial near the site of the Route 91 Harvest Music Festival. A 58-foot tower of light will be a striking focal point and highly visible from anywhere along South Las Vegas Boulevard. To learn more about this magnificent project and donation efforts, visit foreveronememorial.org. This new Southwest Park is a place for recreation and relaxation and honors a man who spent 3 decades in law enforcement serving our community. Family and friends of a local hero joined Sheriff Kevin McMahill and Commissioner Justin Jones in officially dedicating a new county park in honor of a fallen Metro lieutenant.
September 11th, 1990, my brother Eric and I started the police academy.
The sheriff shared memories of an officer and a man who provided a pillar of support for fellow officers and their families. In addition to his regular Metro duties, Lieutenant Floyd served as the president of the Injured Police Officers Fund.
His commitment to his family was as strong as his commitment to his duty. As president of the Injured Police Officers Fund, Lieutenant Lloyd tirelessly advocated for the well-being of those who had suffered injuries or loss in the line of duty.
Lieutenant Eric Lloyd dedicated nearly 30 years serving the public with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, and he died in 2020 from implications caused by COVID-19. Located at TP and Patrick Lanes, the Lieutenant Lloyd Memorial Park's most unique feature is the natural wash that bisects the area, which provides a perfect habitat for a series of walking trails. Other new park amenities included at the 10-acre facility include dog runs, children's play areas, a splash pad, picnic pavilions, and green space.
Just to give you a sense for how big the outpouring of support was, we put out some options for naming this park last year. We had more than 600 people who voted to name this park.
The lieutenant's widow recalled her husband's steadfast commitment to justice, compassion to others, and love of his family.
While this park is dedicated to our family and for Eric and to all of our friends, we share this dedication with class of 9/11/90, Eric's Academy, and we're just so always grateful for our police, for all the hard work that you all of you do.
Clark County is dedicated in helping to build more affordable housing and is especially thrilled to assist visually impaired and blind people who will live in this incredible new community called Visions Park.
All right, now let's do a dig.
Local elected officials, blind center staff and members, and affordable housing advocates tossed some dirt to signal the groundbreaking of the trailblazing Visions Park affordable housing community.
Obviously, we're here in celebration of Visions Park, which is an affordable housing project, a 100-unit project with supportive services next door from the Blind Center for those who are visually impaired.
When completed, Visions Park will feature 85 one-bedroom, 9 two-bedroom, and 6 three-bedroom units equipped with special lighting and full sensory wayfinding elements designed to assist and improve lives of their future residents. Havender Davis is visually impaired and is employed at the Blind Center of Nevada.
To watch the Blind Center grow for so many years to the point where we are now about to have affordable housing for our members and other blind people, this is something that is truly, truly amazing. So we at the Blind Center and all the members at the Blind Center want to thank you all for the collaboration.
A number of generous philanthropists and all local jurisdictions chipped in to help fund Visions Park, with Clark County kicking in $8 million through the Community Housing Fund Welcome Home program.
But the reality is there are so many, over 80,000 individuals in our community that are visually impaired and or blind. So this is one more demonstration of Clark County's commitment to not only affordable housing, but equitable housing.
This permanent housing complex will be a life-changing experience for residents and will be located right next door to the Blind Center of Nevada. The center assists blind and visually impaired people in personal development, social interactions, and independent living. The center offers working programs including the recycling refurbishing operation, employing members who provide secure data destruction of unwanted computers and other e-waste. This team recycles or refurbishes discarded electronics donated by individuals and businesses, with 100% of the proceeds going directly to the Blind Center of Nevada. There are so many ways you can assist Visions Park and this inspiring community. Visit blindcenter.org/donate to learn more. Our most famous sign was given a red light bulb makeover to recognize the risks of prenatal alcohol awareness for children and families. A bevy of red-clad advocates gathered at the fabulous Welcome to Las Vegas sign and turned on red lights that matched their sneakers to signal International Fetal Alcohol Spectrum Disorder Awareness Day in Clark County. International FASD Day is on September 9th, the 9th day of the 9th month, to reflect and bring awareness of the importance of abstaining from alcohol during the 9 months of pregnancy.
There is no safe amount of alcohol during pregnancy. FASD is a range of adaptive, behavioral, and cognitive disabilities that will affect individuals throughout their lifespan.
The Grant to Gift Autism Foundation Ackerman Center is a longtime provider of support, treatment, and programs for individuals with FASD. Katie Long presented Dr. Beasley with a proclamation on behalf of Commissioner Michael Naft and the entire Board of County Commissioners.
Anyone who is pregnant or attempting to get pregnant should avoid consuming alcohol altogether. And you would think that this is common knowledge, but experts say as many as 1 in 20 children born in the United States are affected by FASD.
Another event at our iconic sign, Flip the Lights Purple, to recognize Suicide Prevention Month in Clark County. A pair of county commissioners joined a group of purple-clad people to flip the switch at the Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas sign, turning the lights purple and declaring the month Suicide Prevention Month in Clark County.
Nevada experienced 698 suicides in 2022, the 11th highest in the United States. While these numbers clearly demonstrate we have a long ways to go in addressing these serious concerns, the silver lining is that there has been improvement. It wasn't that long ago that Nevada led the nation in youth suicides.
Recognition of those in distress and resources are available from many caring organizations, including Boys Town, the 988 Awareness Project, and Hope Means Nevada.
Together, we're working to ensure that every person in our community knows they have someone to turn to in a time of crisis. Today's lighting ceremony symbolizes hope, support, and our collective commitment to making Las Vegas a city where mental health matters and help is always within reach.
The 988 Awareness Project wants to eliminate teen suicide and empower youth to live hopeful lives. Anyone in distress can call or text the national abbreviated 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline for free confidential support. Hope Means Nevada is a valued partner to help raise awareness of this life-saving resource.
There's a new center in Clark County that's preparing kids for the future by teaching them skills they may not learn in the classroom.
Our mayor for today is Dahlia Lopez.
At BizTown, today's mayor sets the stage for a day full of learning and leadership, where students leave behind their usual classrooms for a chance to experience real-life scenarios in a simulated city.
I pledge to be responsible and respectful.
I pledge to be responsible and respectful.
At the Junior Achievement Inspiration Center, these kids take on adult roles in a mock economy.
Because it's actually like I'm an actual adult having to go to work.
Aiden is playing the role of CFO at Caesar's Palace, balancing the books and ensuring the hotel runs smoothly.
The main thing I do is like do the checks and stuff, do all the math.
Before their day in BizTown, the students go through about 6 hours of lessons in the classroom. They can then campaign to become mayor and apply for different jobs in the town.
It's been so fun because I could actually like do stuff with actual things like actual grown-ups do.
And some of the grown-up stuff includes running a bank or hotel, managing businesses, and even leading a university.
One last thing, I guess this is my last day of work, so she's going to be the president.
We replicate the city that our children live in, and so yes, they operate the same city that we live in.
By mentoring students and having kids participate in a simulated economy, the program gives kids a taste of what it's like to run a business and interact in the real world.
Just kind of understanding just kind of what path they want to go down and how to do that, and know that there are caring adults that are around that will help support them in that journey.
While BizTown is tailored for 4th through 6th graders, middle and high schoolers can explore Finance Park. Here, they learn about financial literacy and making smart decisions around budgeting, savings, and credit.
This really is exciting for us. Every day that we've moved into this building, we've come in and there's been one more little thing. But to have little tennis shoes and smiles in here today is, it makes it all worthwhile.
You can see that all these businesses care enough to do this. But the main thing is it's really tied to the kids who are in my district, District E, and poorer areas. So I can't thank them enough for what they're doing.
The Junior Achievement Inspiration Center is open to all students in the entire valley. For more information, you can visit jasnv.org.
This is one of the final looks at the skeletal twin towers of the Tropicana before they were imploded to make way for the Las Vegas Athletics baseball stadium. Videographer Dave Metter has the story.
We're going to look forward to the entertainers we're going to see on this site. Lawrence Butler, Brett Rooker, Mason Miller, Shohei Ohtani, Aaron Judge, Ellie De La Cruz are all going to come to Las Vegas. They're all going to be playing baseball here. That is going to be iconic. This location, this stadium is transformative for Las Vegas. You know, what really gets the country and the world energized besides Vegas is sports. And sports fans are Vegas fans, and Vegas fans are sports fans.
This is a transformational evening. It marks the end of a history, of a credible history, right? The Tropicana Hotel was a successful wonder in Las Vegas for years.
We understand what a responsibility it is to honor the legacy that was the Tropicana, and that means that what we bring to replace it with the A's has to be something great and keeps the city moving forward.
And you know, the A's are going to occupy this incredible site, looking up at the Strip, being part of the fabric of Las Vegas. Las Vegas is the entertainment capital of the world, and baseball is a great form of entertainment.
To the legislative leaders, and indeed the whole legislature, who came together to pass a bill to make all this happen, thanks to them. To Steve Hill, who has been, you know, with us every step of the way and gave us all kinds of advice. Where are you? There you are. Most of which we followed. To Commissioner Gibson and indeed to the whole Clark County Commission, who've been you know, so important to getting us to where we are, and who will play an important role as we move forward with our whole entitlement process. So thanks to, you know, to all of you.
Well, that's our show. For more information on anything you've seen on this program or anything relating to your Clark County government, visit our website at ClarkCountyNV.gov. On behalf of all of us here at Clark County Television, I'm Randy Swallow. We'll see you again next time on Clark County Chronicles.